Hello everybody, we've got a new video today and another build video, and today we're going to do Miss Valby. We're going to start off with her Descendant modules, and I decided to go with the Hydro Pressure Bomb build because I really like Ajax. He was my original, and I like jumping around and stomping on things because it's just fun. And I don't like her crit build so much, so this is the kind of one I want to stick with. And she's not one of my Colossus killer characters, so I use her whenever I get bored. I'll change over to her and do some mobbing and things like that, or Sigma sectors. So anyways, this one's obviously mid-air maneuvering. I use that one. You can use whichever one you want on that spot. She needs a lot of cooldown, so I have both of her focus mods: non-attribute, focus on fusion. And then the nimble fingers and MP conversion, that's for maximum cooldown. Then we got non-attribute amplification and fusion amplification to increase her skill power. All right, increased HP because she seems a little squishy. You need some health with her. We're gonna look at MP collector because as she's killing a bunch of mobs, she uses, because you're constantly shooting mostly your 1 and your 2. And a lot of times you're 4 whenever it's cooled down, so you use a lot of MP, so you want to keep your MP up so you can continue to shoot your stuff. Skill expansion, so you get a bigger range, like bigger balls on her 4th ability, and you can shoot that little bouncy bubble further, and it covers more ground. And Decimator, now this is one of those ones that they're getting covered with, like what they call laundry, her debuff. And as they're getting covered, because your water's all over the ground, when they got debuffs, you get more and more skill power, up to 10 stacks for 10 seconds, which means at maximum, that's another 50% skill power. So that's just damage. All right, next we're going to go with the Reactor. What I chose to do here is I've got one, it's a fusion, non-attribute, materialized mixture, and I put cooldown because she needs as much cooldown as you could possibly give her, and then fusion skill power, and that gives her plenty of power to do her damage. All right, I went with the whole Enlightened Mage set for extra skill power. Plus at the bottom, when you get 3 stacks of truth, that's another 84% non-attribute skill power. And obviously you want the MP recovery rolls, max HP, max MP, defense, all that MP, and then on the cores, max HP and defense, just to help keep her alive. You know, the more health, the better. And it's not a whole lot, but it's enough to keep her alive. Plus she's got plenty of defense. Okay, so the gun, basically I've got it mounted with handgun or hand cannon, and we're just using a peacemaker, and I've got it with sprint speed and grappling hook recharge time, just to keep your movement up. You know what I'm saying? It's not anything better. You can increase the sharp precision shot is to shoot that bubble, her 4 ability even faster as she shoots. Fire rate, of course. Tactical change, it's not really important, but it gives you more defense. But you also get, expand weapon charge, a compulsive magazine. That gives you even more of her 4th ability to shoot out. All right, now inversion reinforcements, I'm just trying to get her cooldown at max as close as I can. I use Arche circulation because as you're killing things, you can get up to like that maximum negative 90% cooldown. This is for more health, and this one's for more MP. All right, with the Arche tuning, I've noticed a very common thing with most of the skill descendants, not the gun descendants, but with the skill descendants, it seems to be a very similar Arche tuning with all of them. Especially the ones that need a lot of cooldown, like Valby, for example. Went to the right here, got skill cost, skill effect range, your skill power, all the way up here, get more skill power, MP, your cooldown, your skill power, a little bit of health, obviously. Then you come up here, and the mutant cell I used was non-attribute cohesion. I would have rather had like non-attribute defense, or what is the other one called? Like something, if there was non-attribute vulnerability, I would have rather had something like that, but it doesn't exist. So unfortunately, we have to go with cohesion, which is still not bad, but it's still, I would rather have the vulnerability.